I've got 6 helpful tips of how you bring your dreams into reality. Now, of course, I work with the angels, but there are certain things that you can do to help boost that along because it all depends upon your mindset, where your brain is, how you set up your belief structure, your faith, and how you monitor your feelings. It all depends upon how you feel about something. Feelings are the fuel, the passion that brings things in. So let's look at 6 different ways that we can begin to reframe our brain so that we can actually be in line with the good we wish to bring in. The first one is to journal. So when I talk about journaling, I'm talking about writing down how you feel and even scripting how you want things to be. You can script your day ahead of you. You can even pick a day a year ahead if you want to, and script out how you want that day to be. Be as feeling as you can, and take out as many of these specifics of like actual addresses or actual people, because you don't want to hamper in reality. You want to give consciousness, you want to give the universe a chance to kind of fill in the details of what actually is going to be a vibrational match for you, because you don't want to overcome someone else's ability to manifest as well. But you can be like, I want someone like, or someone that makes me feel like this, or a place that makes me feel like this. So don't be so hampered in on it being an actual address or being an actual person, but pick like an avatar of it, something like it that you would like to have. So that's the first, journaling, writing down. And you're just getting used to every single day writing down how you feel and actually scripting ahead of time what you would like to actually experience, and write it as though you're writing to your best friend or to yourself, talking about how amazing it was, what a wonderful day or year or whatever that you had, or what a wonderful experience, or how happy you are now that you are this person that is experiencing this situation that you actually would prefer. The next one is I am statements. It's how you identify. So how you identify, or how you create yourself, fills everything else in, right? Every day we make I am statements. I am wealthy, or I am poor, or I'm not feeling well, or whatever it is, or I am feeling amazing. Start learning how to use positive I am statements. The words that you use, the words that you speak from your lips, literally create your entire world. You create how you speak, and you're always creating, but you want to be creating consciously. You want to be creating with awareness so that you know what you're creating is actually what you would prefer. The next one is mantras. So mantras are something that gets you into a pattern or a rhythm. And these are things that you can use with your I am statements. And you can say, I am joy, or I am peace, or I am health, or I am love, or I am happy, or I am abundant, or whatever it is. You just bring that whole resonance through your body. There's something called harmonic resonance, which is what really holds this whole universe together. And what it is say you had a guitar that you brought into a whole room full of guitars with none of them being played, and you plucked the string on one of those guitars. They're all going to have harmonic resonance, and that same string is going to vibrate at that same frequency and amplitude as the one that you've plucked, because they're all in that harmonic resonance with each other. That's what happens with the universe. The universe becomes in harmonic resonance. So repeating those I am statements over and over again, maybe using a set of mala beads or something of that nature, that you just, you keep repeating that to yourself and until it becomes ingrained within your cells and in your atoms, that is who you are, and that's how you experience life, and that's how you be. How you be is how the world fills in. The other one is meditation. So many times we overthink. In fact, we're always overthinking everything. We have a beautiful, amazing computing power in our brains, and we use it much too often. And it's about clearing out. And the only way you clear out and understand what is your role and what is Spirit's role is by having that period of time where you have like no thought, where you just clear that out and you allow just feeling the presence of your own breath and the presence of Spirit, and perhaps even connection with Spirit. and you understand how it really is just about you aligning with what it is that you desire and what you prefer rather than doing to be there. So meditation is another one, something you really should try to do at least daily. You can start out with a minute or 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be super, super long, but if you make it part of your rhythm, if you make it part of what you do, then it's easy to do, and it's just something that you do like brushing your teeth. So another one is to things that make you feel or that you are part of it. That could be magazines, it could be Facebook groups, it could be groups that you go to, it could be, if it's a car you want, it could be test driving the car. If it's a house you want, it's going house shopping or going to open houses or looking through magazines or Zillow or something about that. But it's about finding those people that already have those aspects and maybe having conversations with them, becoming friends with them, so that it becomes natural for you to be a part of that person that has that is that, so that you understand that you are too. You can kind of morph, because we're like the 5 people we're closest to. So if there's something that you desire or prefer in your life, if you become close to somebody that is that already or is on the way to that, then you can magically dance around that. And those the words that you use, the things that you think, the way that you believe together can mesh until that is who you are as well. And the last one is to create representations of it. Now, one time when I wanted to work at a certain place, what I did was I took a picture of an employee that already worked there, and I superimposed my head on the picture, and I had that as a representation because I knew when I would get hired, they would take a picture of me the same way. A few months later, I had that job. I have taken bank statements before. I did this fairly recently, and I actually made a picture of it, and then on my computer, and then with Canva, which is a great canva.org, I believe it is canva.org. It was a great way to manipulate photos. I put in another amount on there. I even changed my credit score doing the same way. So you can do these things. There's also vision boards you can do, or Pinterest is a great way. But you want those visual representations of what it is, or perhaps even tangible representations of what it is that you desire to see, so that it becomes just normal, becomes natural for you to see and feel and experience it, and imagine and see how you feel. Like if it's a certain dollar amount, change that on a bank statement, and then see how that feels for you to have that. And it's the feeling that's important. That's what's important, is the feeling, because you want to stay in that feeling as long as you can, because then that becomes a natural thing, and everything that sinks in with that feeling, that's what the universe is going to bring in for you, because the universe just wants to bring things that align with who you are. So you become different by forecasting yourself forward, and that's how you are. Now, if you think that you're fooling yourself, you might want to realize that it takes milliseconds for anything that you see or hear to actually reach your brain. So what your brain already does, say you're hitting a baseball bat, what your brain already does is it has a mechanism to decide where that ball is going to be in time before you actually see it. Because by the time it reaches you, you're seeing it in the past. It's not where you see it is. You're seeing the past. Your brain is forecasting it forward. So what I'm saying to you is that your brain is an amazing machine that once you understand that it collaborates and it goes along with whatever you tell it is true, it tries to forecast everything. And if you give it the tools to forecast in the correct way for you, then it just fills in those blanks, and it automatically puts you in the place that you need to be so that you hit that ball right out of the park. So those are 6 ways to help to align yourself so that the angels can help you to bring in those things that you desire, that you prefer, into manifestations. I am knowing it is true for you. Love, peace, release. And so it is, and it is done.